Дева Мукта, пътешественик из Южна Америка, учеща шаманизъм. Днес ще ви представя моята учителка в шаманизма, която ще осъществи за нас Сан Педро церемония в нашето първо духовно пътуване, организирано от Тантра България из Южна Америка. I want to introduce Meri, the shamanic woman, the spirit curandera here from Peru, who is the master of the spirit of Coca Mama, and she will open for us the door of the knowledge and the secrets of shamanism and the ceremonies. Hi, Meri.
Hello, Lesana.
First, my question is about the Corenderiżm in general. Is it only for women, or this is just one spirit path? This is the mission?
It's a spiritual path, and you can be either man or woman following this path. There are both curanderos and curanderas, right? And it is a path for spiritual evolution, for growth, for healing, anything you need to heal to continue in that evolution.
Mm-hmm. And what is the secret of this mission? What is the secret just to make the people to go in them and to open in themselves this opportunity to know them, to travel in them? What is the secret of this?
Well, there is no secret. It's just the first thing is that you really want to heal yourself, that you really want to make changes for better. And then the healer or curandera can help you go faster in that healing. But it is the person that really needs to have the courage to see things about himself or herself that need to be addressed, that need to be taken care of to feel better. Because we're here to learn to be happy and learn about unconditional love. And in this path what we do is work with what is there out in the universe and in nature for our healing. Like the 7 rays of the rainbow, which symbolize the aspects or virtues of the source of all creation. And each one has certain faculties to help you and protect you. The same is with the 4 elements, with the trees, with the birds, with the animals. All the medicine that is in nature is what in general curanderas and curanderos use to heal people.
The curanderas, they use the 7 elements and this they can find in all these magician plants which are local for here. Can you explain us more about the connection between the people and this the spirit of these magic plants?
Well, you know, the real curanderas and curanderos by tradition are in the mountains, in the jungle. They have all their lives lived there. They have grown up in total connection with their environment and with all the ancient wisdom that is transmitted generation after generation to keep all that wisdom alive.
All the knowledge.
The knowledge.
And what is your opinion? There are a lot of talkings about the power of the ayahuasca and San Pedro ceremonies, and just when you are connecting with this and the spirit of the plants bring you and protect you and guide you in your own connection, how after this you can go out of this, how you can follow this path after you stop to use them. Can you explain us more, because there are different opinions about the connection with these plants?
Well, I have taken Huachuma, which is better known as San Pedro, for 18 years. I am already 23 years in this path. But since like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, I did a ceremony for myself for my birthday. And then that day the medicine said I was not going to take it anymore. And when I asked why, it said that it had taught me all I needed to learn, and that the next stage was to practice without ingesting the medicine, know that I can do all what the plant has taught me. So plants are, master plants are teachers. Therefore, they are with you for a certain period of time. It's not forever that you have to drink them. Teachers stay with you for certain periods of time. At school,
like
at the
teachers.
university, these plants are teachers. So while they still have to teach you something, they will be with you. Like ayahuasca for me. I did 7 years of ayahuasca until ayahuasca said we had finished my training. I was not going to guide with ayahuasca ceremonies because my medicine is wachuma. That's what I feel more comfortable with. But after 10 years, I have done ayahuasca ceremonies, but to help my son for some healing he needs. So maybe I do a third one, but it's not that I am going to continue drinking as I used to, but only when it is necessary, and they come to you.
They come to you, they guide you, and they guide you to discover yourself.
Yes, that's what I love from this medicine, is that they teach you directly what you need to know for your growth, what your gifts are, clarity in your path, clarity in another perspective in living your life in a better way, not so complicated in your mind. Simple, because life is simple. We complicate life with our minds, right? So briefly, what I can tell you about this type of plants is they have two functions. One is they connect you with the divine. They remind you what your essence is, where you come from. And the other is that they help you heal. How? They help you heal, teaching you how to look inside you. So it is a self-apprenticeship with the plant for self-observation. That means you need honesty, courage, to really see yourself in all you are, and in the nice part and in the not so nice part. Because if you don't recognize that part you need to work and balance, then you cannot do it, because you're not seeing it. So that self-observation takes you to self-knowledge. That means I know who I am in all that I am, and I can embrace and love myself as I am. And that is how I can start to improve in what I need to improve. That self-knowledge takes you to self-healing. Once you understand and see yourself, what you have kept inside, what has hurt you, what has caused you trauma, or the ways you have used to connect with other people that are not the best, whatever you need to work, no? Automatically you heal. So that self-healing takes you finally to self-fulfillment or inner balance. That means I am in a point in my life where I am in charge of my life. Because this is a path of assuming responsibility for yourself. Because we tend to put the blame on others, to think that outside ourselves are the problems, the questions, and the answers. But they are within us. So once we clear inside, everything opens outside, which is very interesting to observe.
Just to understand that this what we know, just we can understand that we know.
Exactly. The wisdom is inside us, the knowledge,
everything.
the information, everything is inside us. So once we can see all that is in there, we can, you know,
just we can see that
continue
this is
growing and continual evolution. No?
And what about we heard a lot of stories for the magician power of the curanderas and the female, in the female power, in the female essence, in the elements power, and the curanderas they have in them this power to open this in the women, to initiate them. Can you tell us more? This is like legend. The people have legends for the power of the curanderas in this area.
You know that women, in general, women are the human representation of Mother Earth. We are also mothers, and we have healing power in all our body, naturally. So apart from that, the special intuition women have, because we are mothers, we can feel our kids. We know when something happens to them, etc. It's the same when we are healing, and what we do is just open our hearts, our minds, and our bodies to be good channels, and bring all the healing that is out there in the universe to the people that is needing it.
Yes, this is the initiation, just to trust and to know and to find again our woman power which we have.
Yes.
And tell me about this amazing wise energy, Chanumpa. You are a huge master in this, I know.
Well, the Chanumpa Wakan, sacred pipe, is the translation, is a sacrament that has been used for hundreds of years by the Native American people. For them, this pipe is the connection to the Great Spirit or the source of all creation. You fill it in with tobacco, offering it first to the 7 directions and putting for each direction and then into the pipe. And then we all pray with the pipe in a circle, one by one. And once we have all prayed, we smoke the chanupa, and you blow the smoke up into heaven. No? It's a way to send your prayers up.
It's like direct channel.
Yes, you can also blow the tobacco of the pipe and heal a person. But it is a very powerful sacrament. And the chanupa knows better than you what you need. So it teaches you about really being clear with your prayers and being careful of what you ask, because what you ask is what the chanupa will give you back. When the chanupa knows you are not ready for something, whether you continue asking for it, it will not necessarily come immediately. But it is surprising when you really open your heart and ask for the help you need, for whatever you're needing in your life or to heal, etc., it can answer you the same day.
Immediately.
Immediately. Once I was praying, my oldest son quarreled with me. I was not quarreling with him. And so he would not talk to me for a couple of days. I was just patient, waiting. And so I prayed with my pipe. Please, whatever I had to say. And 3 hours after, he came and knocked at the door and said, "Mom, I cannot be fighting with you." I said, "I'm not fighting with you. I love you." So that was it. It was impressive. And I've seen other people within a week answering big things. You can pray for you, for your work, for your family, for your projects, for whatever you need. But the thing is that you really do it from your heart. And to be humble enough to open your heart and show vulnerability without fear. Because you're going to pray out loud in front of other people. But we all share stories. We all have feelings and situations that may be similar, and we can learn from each other when we pray aloud.
Mhm. And all these miracles and a lot of miracles which I have seen here in the jungle, they are connected with such a magician spiritual plants which you have here a lot. Can you share with us who was your first teacher, just to open in you this your potential and your connection with this what we know?
Well, I had 3 teachers. I began with 3 teachers. One who was like the teacher, 2 disciples, and me. So I started doing ceremonies with 3, and then I worked with the 3 separately with their groups for 10 years. I learned with them.
And to finish, can you say us for the ceremonies, because I know you're really a master of this, and can you explain us the ceremonies? What is the connection between the ceremonies and this spiritual energy plants? This is one dance between the ceremony, the shamanic, and the plant, and
the people that come for
and the people,
healing.
and this old energy spirit which is flowing and connecting, and the ceremonies are so important from part of the rituals. Can you explain?
Yes. What is interesting from these master plants is they help us give quantum leaps in our understanding and evolution. That means in one day of ceremony, because I like doing it during the day, like from 9 in the morning to 6, because it's the day you're awake. When we do it at night, it's like harder because you want to sleep and all that. So what the plants teach us is that we can get hold of our lives and decide what we want to do, who we want to be, etc. No? That's what the plants do. And in one ceremony you can understand what you would have taken 5 years or 10 years going to other type of therapies. These medicines put so much love in your heart that it's easy to open and see the good and the not so good things that happen to you, and process them and release them and go over them.
And just the ceremony is making the energy, the energy of the group, of the teacher, of the shaman,
Yes.
and of the plant.
Yes.
The ceremony is this which is mixing.
It's all the energies that you intertwine harmoniously to make that healing happen. And of course, the people that are together in a group for ceremonies, because that was meant to be. Maybe they have been in the past lives together doing the same.
Yes, it's amazing with your skills. Amazing is the magician of the jungle, and this is what I can say, that Meri will be a guest of the Bulgarian Association of Tantra in October in Europe, and she will make a lot of ceremonies for us, for our spirit, and for our growing up. We was happy that Meri was our guest. Thank you.
Thank you.